Hey guys, Kevin here. As most of you know, cryptocurrency security is very, very important. You have to protect your funds at all times. This is something that I'm going to cover all the time on my channel. This is something I'm always going to kind of focus on my channel. If you've looked at my channel before, I've did a lot of wallet reviews and things like that as well. That's something I like to do more of in the future, and just talk about best practices and things like that. What this video is, and what I'm hoping to do in this video, is just kind of discuss the whole idea of how to protect your investments and best practices. You know, the best way to try and avoid a really bad situation where someone gets your private keys or someone gets your funds, someone who shouldn't be getting those funds. So that's what I'd like to do in this video. Now, as I said, you know, I do cover wallets and things like that on this channel. You can see that one there, Trust Wallet. That's a wallet that I brought up earlier on today. That is a very good wallet, something I recommend. You can go to trustwalletapp.com. There's another one, you can see it here, Coinomi app. That's another app that I use sometimes. Now, on the subject of mobile wallets, I like them. I do like mobile wallets. Some people have argued that mobile wallets like Coinomi are even safer, like, you know, safer than hardware wallets and things like that. But others have said that anything that's on your phone can, you know, catch a virus, or someone can get the public key, you know, just by key logging and things like that. My approach to using mobile wallets is that, you know, I really like Trust Wallet, I really like Coinomi Wallet, but I use them for moving small amounts of money around, like less than a few $100s. If I want to store like $10 or $5 or $20 or something like that, I will use a mobile app. Maybe, I know you can maybe argue it's not as safe as other solutions out there, but for small amounts of money, I'm looking for ease of use. I'm looking for quickness. I'm looking to move my money around quickly. And I talked about this in another video before where I talked about Digibyte. So if I do a trade on an exchange, you can be, you know, there can be high withdrawal fees for sending out Bitcoin and Ethereum. So sometimes if I only get $10 left in the account, I'll convert it to Digibyte. I'll send the Digibyte to Coinomi, and then later on I can send that money to another exchange if I want. So yes, some people don't like mobile wallets, some people love them. I'm in the middle. I love them, but I'm careful, and I don't put any money in the wallet that, you know, if I lost it, you know, it wouldn't be at the end of the day for me. So mobile wallets are a good option, and some people say they're better than hardware wallets. Others say that's ridiculous. I'll let you guys make up your mind on that one. Now the other ones is hardware wallets. Now here are three of the most popular ones: Trezor, KeepKey, Ledger. I would say that right now these are three of the most popular ones. Ledger and Trezor are arguably the two most popular ones. KeepKey's not as well known. I actually ordered these three wallets a few weeks ago from Amazon, and they should be delivered soon. But I say soon because two of them actually arrived early. I've got the one, that's the KeepKey one, so that's KeepKey, and that's the Ledger Nano. Now they only arrived today, but my idea with these and with Trezor, I'll do some unboxings to show you what you get in the box, and then I'm going to just use them. I'll send some small amounts of money to it, maybe mine some coins to them, get used to the software. So between the unboxing and me actually doing a review for it, could be a few days, could be a week or so, depending on how long it takes me to get to grips with the software. And then later on, I'd like to, you know, do proper reviews. But on the subject of hardware wallets, the idea with these things is that, you know, you store your coins safely on these. They're encrypted. It's harder for people to hack into them, and then you store those in a safe place. And, you know, that is the general idea of a lot of solutions. Whether you're talking about a mobile wallet, a hardware wallet, or even a paper wallet, what you would be wanting to do is perhaps put them in a safe, a fireproof safe, somewhere in your house that people don't even know about, but if there was a fire, the contents of the box would be safe. Now obviously you wouldn't be doing this for like $100 or $200, but if you've got a lot of coins, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, you need to think doomsday scenario. There's so many stories out there with people losing their Bitcoin and things like that. Now, as I said, with mobile wallets, some people say that it isn't safe because if you're using your phone, say for example you visited an adult website, or perhaps even just a torrent website, or just a website with lots of ads, and they put like a Trojan horse on your phone or something, then you've got your funds in a wallet that's been infected. So that isn't safe. But the alternative, the way around that could be to have like a spare Android phone, just a little cheap $100, £100 phone, and install your wallets onto that, and just don't use it. Don't use the browser, don't use anything else. Just download the wallet, transfer your funds there, and then put your phone in a safe. That would be a very, very safe solution, and some people might even argue that it's even safer than something like that. Again, there's so many disagreements about this. I don't want to say which one is better, but it is an option. If you want to use a mobile wallet, you could use it with a phone that you don't use a lot, and just put it inside a firebox, a fireproof safe. Put it in there, and it should be safe. Now, I mentioned paper wallets there. Paper wallets are something else that you can use, and there's custom paper wallet generators for a lot of coins out there. You'll see things like this, and you simply print them out, and then you can fold them. These things are, for small amounts, you could use this to give gifts to friends and things like that. But it works just the same as, for a few dollars as it does for tens or hundreds or even millions of dollars. This one's quite good, walletgenerator.net. And you can see you can fold it there. You can fold it up, and then you can do it in cardboard. You can do whatever. Now, in the Wikipedia page for paper wallets, sorry, this is Bitcoin Wiki, not the main Wikipedia page. There's a comment down here: generating paper wallets is not recommended from an online PC. Malware on a PC may be able to steal your paper wallet keys. Now, a lot of people do say that paper wallets are safer than your Ledger Nanos and your mobile wallets and all this. They say that much safer just to have a paper wallet and stick the paper wallet into a safe. But again, as that page points out, if you're, for example, if I was doing it from this PC, there is always a chance that I could be printing from a computer that has, got malware on it. Someone could get those private keys, and then your money's gone. What they recommend on walletgenerator.net is to download the whole website from their GitHub page. You can see there, it's like a zip file. You download that, you transfer it to a computer that isn't even online, or even better, a computer that's never been online, ever. Make sure that that computer isn't online. Go through the process and print out the paper wallet from that PC, a PC that shouldn't have any way of communicating with the outside world. And basically that's the idea of that, is that if you were generating a paper wallet, you would be doing it with a device, with a computer that wasn't online. So just just disable the modem, don't connect to any Wi-Fi networks, don't do anything, and just print everything from there. Now, most of us do have an old laptop sitting around here, one from maybe 5 or 10 years ago. You could do that. You could reset Windows, completely reset Windows a few times, make sure everything's scrubbed, and then just install the paper wallet generator on that. Once you've printed out your paper wallets, stick them into a safe, somewhere safe. And you need to remember, if you lose your paper wallet, you will lose your funds. If you lose the passphrase for your wallet, then you're screwed as well. You need to make sure you save everything. Now, another alternative is to put your private keys, just store them somewhere. So when you download the wallet for Bitcoin, for anything Ethereum, you can get private keys. Private keys are the keys to the kingdom. They are the keys to the kingdom. You need to keep those safe. Don't store them on something like Dropbox or, on some sort of cloud service. Most of these cloud services aren't encrypted, and staff can look at the files. So it isn't 100% safe. Now, I do appreciate there are a few encrypted cloud services out there. In the past, SpiderOak was one of them. I'm not sure if they still are. But again, it's ease of use, yes, to have something stored online. But if you were going to do it online, ideally what you'd want to do is store one passphrase, this cloud service, the middle part of the phrase over there, maybe break the phrase into like 4 different segments and split them into lots of different services. And then you're splitting up, all the keys to the kingdom, essentially. And this is what actually a lot of people do with their paper wallets, with their private keys. I believe the Winklevoss brothers, they do that. They've got half a public key stored in one safe. They've got half stored in another safe, and they can't even access the money themselves until it's all came together. All of these things sound like you're taking too many precautions, and it's like doomsday scenario. And obviously, the more difficult it is for you to get to your own funds, the more difficult it is for other people to get to those funds as well. So obviously, you do sacrifice user friendliness and ease of which getting to your funds when you do these kind of things, but they are necessary. So paper wallets, you could print out a paper wallet and put it into a safe. Now the other thing would be to save your private keys somewhere, and you can do that just by copying and pasting them onto a piece of paper, just writing them down on a piece of paper. I've did that and I've stored them somewhere safe. And what I also did was install Tails. Now I had a USB flash drive. This one actually has Windows on it. So that's got Windows on it, so I'm not using that, but I've got another flash drive somewhere else, not at home, and I installed Tails on it. Tails is like a privacy operating system, and if you go to the Wikipedia page of it, you can see it's just like a basic Linux system, and it's encrypted. You need a password to access everything. It's very, very difficult to access it. Firstly, you'd have to actually find the USB drive, but on that drive I have private keys for some of the wallets and all that I've downloaded. So again, it's a pain in the bum sometimes to get those funds out, because you then have to plug in the drive and all that. But all these things are just to keep everything secure. Now, on that subject, the other thing you can do is back up your wallet.dat files. Now, this is where you need to, it depends on what wallet you've got. There's a few wallets I've downloaded, and you can back up the wallet.dat file and you can back up the wallet. But in order to access that wallet, you need to also enter the password, the encrypted password that you entered for that wallet.dat, for that file. But some other wallets unfortunately don't have encryption. They don't have an option for you to password protect your wallet. It isn't an option. So for those ones, and for ones that are backed up, a good thing to do would be to store them on flash drives. So I bought two here. Very, very cheap to buy. I think I spent like £10 on both of these. Now you can buy them with encryption, and you can buy, encrypted USB flash drives. What I'm planning to do is, for the ones, because the reason I'm doing this, there are certain coins, they don't have a password protection for the wallet files, but they're not on, they don't have support on Ledger or Trezor or KeepKey or anything like that. There's no support with hardware wallets. So the idea with that would be to store the wallet.dat files on this. But despite the fact these ones are just regular USB flash drives, what you can do is protect these drives using BitLocker or some other solution where you can password protect the USB flash drive. The reason I've got two here is my idea is to back up wallets that I need, and I will put them on this. They'll be password protected, they'll be secure, and the flash drive will be hidden. This one is going to be a 100% backup, so that if I ever lost this, if it was ever corrupted, if the flash drive failed, I would have a backup. Now, it's at this point it seems like overkill. I've stored private keys, I've got hardware wallets, I've got all these flash drives. Over time, I might find myself using one solution over another. At this point, I am experimenting a lot. I'm just exploring a lot of different routes, a lot of different paths as to how I can secure funds the best way, the safest way. Fact is, you could have some coins just now that aren't worth much, and you go, it doesn't matter. But then a year down the line, your $100 could be worth $10,000 if the coin's mooned. So you need to take these things seriously. For this, as I said, I'm going to encrypt the flash drives. I'm going to store my wallets there, and then I'm going to put them in there, and I can just run the wallets directly from the USB drive. Or if it came to it, I could copy them over to my PC. Now, the reason I want to put them in flash drives instead of my PC is because this PC is online. It's online, so there is always that chance that if you get malware, it will find your wallet and someone can steal your funds. So ideally, you don't want to have any wallets running through your computer. I do realize that with these hardware wallets you have to use software, but then everything is stored on there. The idea, again, same as mobile wallets, keep your hardware, keep your private keys and all that away from malware and anyone who could see your private keys. Once again, private keys are the keys to the kingdom. Now, again, all of this is just best practices. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because a lot of people still make this mistake and they're losing money. Exchanges, again, you don't want to be storing all your money there. I've seen some people who do a lot of trading and they say, you know, they've got a huge amount of money, but they'll maybe keep, say, 5 or 10% of their portfolio on big exchanges, safe exchanges, if there is such a thing as a safe exchange. But basically, if those exchanges were hacked, and believe me, search for exchange hacks, there's a lot of big ones out there, and they've been hacked. Ones that always said they were secure and they couldn't be hacked. MTGOX, NiceHash, and all these other places. NiceHash is an exchange, but all these places that got hacked, you don't want all your funds there. Have some there for trading, have some there for, you know, to, if you want to convert some to fiat currency and things like that. But ideally, you want all your money in paper wallets, a secure mobile wallet that's preferably not online. As I said, I use it for small amounts, but for large amounts, if you had a mobile wallet, you don't want it connected to the internet until you actually need to do something. Also, hardware wallets, which I will be reviewing more soon. And, you know, storing files in USB flash drives, encrypting the drives and all that as well. Now, I'm not claiming to be the world's biggest security expert on, you know, any of these things. But what I am trying to do is get into the habit of, well, developing good habits, developing best practices for protecting funds. I think this is even more important for me because I'm a YouTuber, which makes me a target. You know, if if anyone is talking about cryptocurrency, they're going to target me because they assume I'm a multi-billionaire, despite the fact I've got no banners on the channel yet. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you're on, you know, high profile on social media, or if you've got a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter. People don't care whether you're famous or not. There's lots of software out there that's, you know, scouring the web and putting things on websites and installing malware on your computers to try and find those wallet files, to try and find where those funds are, because there's a lot of money in these people to do that. So be safe, be cautious. Assume everyone is out there to steal your money. And if you do lose money, whether it be through a hack, through a, you know, some sort of software or mobile wallet or whatever, the idea is to minimize the losses that you make. You know, I would say anything under a few $100s, I wouldn't worry about it. But when you're talking thousands, it's going to sting. So ideally, you're going to look into your paper wallets in a safe, your hardware wallets, flash drives, mobile wallets that are not online and things like that. So I'm not going to sit here, guys, and tell you which one is better than the other. I will be looking into this more in the future. But at this point, you know, the point of this whole video is really just to give you some ideas. I know a lot of you guys have just got all your money on exchanges. You've got all your money on wallets that are just sitting on your PC. It can be risky doing that, guys. It can be risky doing that. So you don't want to waste months of mining or invest a few $1,000s in a coin, and you've got it sitting on a PC that's always connected to the internet, and it's unfortunately your PC gets infected. Take no risks with this kind of thing. Assume the worst is going to happen. If you do that, you know, I think you're more prepared than someone that's just, you know, just saving their wallets anywhere and not encrypting anything, not using password protection and all that. Assume people are out to steal your cryptocurrencies. Be careful with sending money online. Don't fall for all these Twitter scams. Don't put all your money on an exchange unless you're, you know, hoping to trade some of it. And even if you're going to trade it there, maybe trade some a little bit of a time and make sure you get the funds out and things like that. Be safe. That's the whole point of this video, and it's what I'm hoping to stress in future videos as well, guys. I realise this has been a long video. I realise some of you might not, you know, might be bored watching these kind of videos because it's not exciting, but as exciting it is talking about coins mooning, about talking about the latest crypto news and all this. You have to secure your funds, guys. You have to use hardware wallets. You have to use paper wallets. And you can also, you know, back up your flash drives and encrypt those as well. And essentially, when you encrypt a flash drive using something like Tails, when you install that operating system on it, or when you just use some sort of encryption software on your flash drive, you're essentially creating something that is as secure as a Nano. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This isn't a complete overview as to how you protect your funds online. But if you take anything from this video, it's that you need to take precautions, because there's a lot of people out there, a lot of bad people that are trying to steal your money, and that's the reality of it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please post any questions you've got below. Please share any advice that you've got with others below, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.